So, nakausap namin ni Homer Sison si Tab Baldwin nung isang araw sa aming Homer Says podcast. Just in case nyo pa alam, panoodin nyo po. And I just want to give my reaction and realization regarding po sa usapan na yun. Kasi parang minsan, parang ang hirap tanggapin ng mga, kumbaga, the fact and bilang isa sa great minds in basketball, marirealize mo, oo nga, no? So, ito po yung kanyang sinabi regarding kay Kai Soto at saka sa Gilas Pilipinas.
Podcast Sports, the number one independent sports voice of the Philippines.
Meron din pala akong surprise sa inyo na ipapakita ko at the end of this video. So, just so you know, nakausap natin sina Chot Reyes, Yang Giao, and Tab Baldwin, no? So, yan po yung mga the last few guests that we had sa Homer Says podcast. So, so nung nakausap ko si Tab Baldwin, I was, nakasulat na kagad sa listahan ko to ask him about Kai Soto because we know that yung perspective niya talagang may value 'yan pag siya yung nagsalita. And alam natin, maraming mga Pilipino po na umaasa na si Kai Soto ay makapak sa NBA at maraming mga fans and then the casual fans are saying that Kai Soto, nagtataka sila bakit hindi makapasok si Kai Soto sa NBA, bakit hindi pa rin kinukuha ng NBA. And, parang para sa akin, ang hirap minsan tanggapin kung bakit nga ba ganon. But if you truly know basketball, you would understand. And, siguro marami sa atin ang medyo with disregard some of the facts, some of the kumbaga kakulangan ni Kai Soto. But when Tab Baldwin said it, dun sa tanong ko kung anong kakulangan, na-realize ko, oo nga no. Yes, Kai Soto is 7-footer, matangkad, 7'3", 7'3" pa nga, no? And he has skills. But when he elaborated, some of the facts, yung mga discrepancies kay Kai Soto, naisip ko nga, bakit kaya pala hindi rin siya masyadong consider? Because he has some deficiency with regards to the athleticism, which yung maraming fans magsasabi, may athleticism naman, pero iba kasi yung level or your standards of athleticism na kailangan po sa National Basketball Association. Tapos lalo na nung naisip ko yung sabi ni Coach Tab that Kai can do it on the offense, but on the defense, that will be a problem. Naisip ko bigla si Junmar sa pag naglalaro ng international basketball. Because on defense, you need to react. Especially nung sinabi niya na ang NBA teams or mga teams ngayon sa NBA, they play 5 out, which means maghahabol ka talaga sa labas. And, injury pa si Kai Soto. And honestly speaking, para sa ating mga Filipino, pag ganong matatangkad, hindi na talaga ganong kabilis. So, napaisip tuloy ako, can Kai really make it sa NBA? Or sa tingin ba natin or sa tingin mo ba ito talaga ay pipe dream na hindi mangyayari? But medyo nabuhayan din naman ako doon sa sinabi ni Coach Tab na ang mga sentro daw medyo late ang development. And it made me realize, ay oo nga no, kasi I never thought of it that way na ang mga sentro kasi bihira makahawak ng bola, hindi nakapag-dribble-dribble, hindi walang mobility, hindi masyado makagalaw-galaw. At least generally, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas, kumbaga na natatrap ka sa isang role na kaya hindi mo na-develop yung ibang laro mo. So, Kai Soto, it will come na ma-develop niya yung ibang laro niya. Sabi nga nila, yung mga center daw, mga 30, saka pa lang lumalakas lalo eh. So, ang hope na lang natin, mas mag-develop at mas lumakas pa si Kai Soto as he, grow old to that age. So, I think mahaba pa yung panahon. Pero, at this stage, siguro, the next 2 years, 3 years, baka mahirapan talaga eh. And, yun nga, yung dapat mag-carve out siya ng specialty. Specialty, kumbaga, or we cannot expect him to be parang a main role in the NBA right now, but I think he can still carve out a role player role, kumbaga si Kai. Na masyado kasi tayo naging fascinated sa kay Kai Soto dahil matangka, dahil Filipino. Now, na-realize ko nung medyo mahihirapan si Kai. But I'm still hoping and praying na maka-develop siya at makuha pa rin siya. But with that, I don't see that in the coming years. Unless may nakita or meron nga, sabi nga no, ni Coach Tab, unless meron team na kailangan ng yung saktong klaseng player na kagaya niya. Eh, ang bibilis ngayon ng mga sentro eh. Ang lalaki na, ang bibilis pa, tumitira pa sa labas. So that's the concern right now. But we wish Kai Soto good luck. And I think the first thing that he needs to do in order mapansin talaga is to do well with the current a league that he's in. Kasi I think ito para sa akin and I don't know kung maniniwala ka o hindi or agree ka o hindi. Sabi nga ni Homer, may file na yan si Kai Soto. So whether he goes to the NBA Summer League, he goes to the US NCAA, wherever he's playing, and if he's doing good, lalo na sa social media, lalo na sa atin, na every time Kai Soto plays well, it's on the headline. So he will get noticed. So I think the best thing that he could do, without really parang overemphasizing or overhyping yung Summer League and all that, is that to really be the best in Japan B-League. 'Di ba? Doon siya magpakitang gilas. Or again, may nagsabi na rin to have a big impact sa Gilas Pilipinas. Kaya tuloy siguro tama rin yung nagsabi na you don't really have to go to the NBA Summer League para mapansin. You just have to really play well and dominate where you are. So, sana naglaro na lang siya sa Gilas Pilipinas and then dominate there. Nagpakitang gilas siya. Yung babalita naman yan, lalo na ng mga scouts. Or mismo yung agent niya mismo, pwede namang igamitin yun na selling point. No, I just want to remind you, Team A, Team B, Team C, that Kai Soto played for Gilas against Australia, which is a top team, or New Zealand, and he scored 30 points with 12 rebounds and with this efficiency. So, oo nga, no? I mean, hindi naman kasi siya yung klase ng player na kailangan pa magpakilala eh. I mean, his popularity is already there. So, kumbaga naka-bookmark na siya. Yeah, speaking of bookmark, I one other thing, that's why I recommend you to watch it. I'm just trying to summarize and reflect from it. Pati yung tinanong ko siya tungkol sa Gilas, sa chances of Gilas, it's the same thing eh. It's the same concept. He was saying that we need to really be good first in our Asian level, which means, unfortunately, also against Australia and New Zealand. Before we can even think about going to the world, although natalo natin Latvia, it's more of an exception than a rule. And yes, which made me realize, I mean, it's a kind of a nice way of saying na medyo nakachamba daw tayo. Sa akin lang, interpretation ko yun na maybe it's not the case, but medyo sinuwerte, kumbaga. And the only way na sasabihin natin di sinuwerte, like yung panalo natin sa New Zealand or is if we could do that consistently. When we can do that consistently, everything would fall. So, naisip ko nga ganito. Bakit sa Australia ang daming nakukuhang NBA players? Because in their own way, they're showing generally that Australia are good basketball player because they're defeating everyone in Asia. Bakit ang boxing ang daming mga Filipino na napapalaban sa world title o sa ibang bansa? Because generally speaking, we dominate Asia, including Japan, sa boxing. So I think sa Gilas Pilipinas, ganun din. We need to dominate consistently in the Asian level, and the players that plays within our team will be noticed. Now, dun sa question naman, and I don't know kung nakikinig ka, let me know guys sa comment section kung agree kayo. And again, I appreciate you all guys. Yung secret ko, hindi secret, yung surprise ko sa inyo mamaya. And masigurado matutuwa kayo sa surprise ko. So, regarding Gilas, yung sinasabi ko, we need to dominate here. I was able to ask him about the issue. Is it preparation? Is it the culture? or meron siyang inexplain regarding what's the goal of the PBA. Is it more on development? Is it more on winning? Is it more on businesses? In the complexity, it sounds simple, but the complexity of the situation and the politics makes it harder. And that's why even him, I mean, he's a great minds in basketball. I think it's going to be difficult, 'di ba? Natawa na ano rin ako doon sa sinabi niya. Kala ko iba yung sasagot niya. Tinanong ko siya kung kailangan ba mag-FIBA rules. Nagsabi siya, NBA kasi hindi naman FIBA rules, bakit ang galing nila? Sa tingin ko sa skills nila, tsaka malalaki sila. But, the point that I'm trying to say here is that yung Philippines, yung Gilas Pilipinas, it's not as simple as shooting the ball, the problem. No, sabi niya mas okay nga daw maggawa ng solid na national team, pero sino daw magfa-fund, 'di ba? So, 'pag naman yung ganito, yung club base na iba't ibang teams kukuha, yung availability naman. So, mamimili, choose your own poison. So, that's the problem. So, sa akin, ang nakikita ko na lang dito talagang we need to kumbaga wala parang magtiyatiyaga na lang tayo sa sistema na ganito because it is what it is. Our players just need to develop and we just really need to find, great players na we can plug and play. Pag ganito yung gagawin natin because it seems like it's the easiest. But that's why ako, although, I entertain every opinion ng mga tao, whether they're bashing, criticizing, and they're following, the reason why we're doing this is because we love basketball. We want the best thing for basketball. Pero eye-opener talaga yung mga statement ni Tab Baldwin for me. No, I'm sure probably Homer knows about it already or some of you guys. Para sa akin, parang eye-opener. Pero parang kulang no? Um, so we already had the mind of Coach Shengyao, the mind of Chot Reyes, and now Baldwin. Parang may isa na lang kulang. So may share ko sa inyo. Ito yung Pag umabot ka dito, please guys, comment naman na para mas ma-convince lalo. Kakausapin natin sa Tuesday si coach. Okay, so papakita ko sa inyo. So post ako, sabi ko Gilas Pilipinas team coaches, lahat sila nag-guest na sa Oversize Says podcast. Isa na lang. It would be wonderful to have Manila Condasyon, the balls in your court, Pau Salud. Nag-reply si Coach Timcom. And I think this is him. So we're very much appreciative of this one. Hopefully, teka, sobra kasi kayo mag-bash. Yan na, nice Jay, Homer and Pao. So, I hope matuloy ito, but Coach Timcon already replied. And we're just gonna confirm everything. He's with his family right now. So, hindi muna natin istorben. Siguro sa Tuesday, usap. So, yan ang surprise ko sa inyo. I-comment nyo nga, let's go Team Cone para ma-push si Coach Tim at masuportahan kami sa aming every Thursday night live podcast. So, but let me know what you think about Coach Tabad will comment on Kai Soto and Gilas Pilipinas and your realization. Medyo nakalungkot ng konti, no? Pero it is what it is. Okay? So, Coach Tim Cone na next. Sana po, pray that it would happen.